Oh, yeah, we're live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're out here right now with Rogue Nation. They're up there, and News Now, South Florida. Just for your sign right here. No smoking on this point. Anyone caught throwing cigarette butts on the ground will be charged with littering. So right now, this is Law Enforcement Center in Coffee County. This is the sheriff's office. We're doing all right now where everything's good. We just had some interaction with some enforcement over there and got some really good information. It was great. And we had a really good fun interaction just a little bit ago. It was nice. Bats, snakes, and rats. Don't allow smoking on property here. It's pretty wild. No smoking. And if you drop a cigarette right there beyond this point, guess what? You're going to get caught throwing a butt on the ground. You'd be charged with littering and fined. That's what's going to happen. How's it going? It's like dinner time.
Doing all right tonight?
Yeah, doing all right, thank you. So right up there, you see that little black dot right there? That's a camera over there. That's the only one I see. These crazy guys are coming out now. There he is. So, but I appreciate you guys joining. We're just waiting for these guys over here. Let me see if I walk over here. If it buffers, I'll come right back. Let's see where he's going. Let's listen. That's us.
Orders in the lobby. It's going to be an emergency. 2 white male subjects in the lobby recording and not saying anything.
Here they come.
Male subjects outside at the guard line.
Hey, you got a call? Yeah, they called on you. Just got dispatched. Yeah.
We had a previous call not too long ago in reference to 3 subjects recording at the guard shack there at Walmart, D.C.
That's us.
I'll back up to see what officer went to that, but now there's the 2 male subjects inside the lobby at the LEC and 1 at the guard line. She said guard K line. I'm good.
Yeah, hit the like button if you want to. Oh, they're surrounding us. Real Jingy's here. I guess they're going to go in, so I don't know if Rogue is able to stay live out there, so I'm going to stay back here. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to assess the handicap parking right now. That's what we're going to do. That's our game tonight. Right here, we have some handicap parking right here. It's tow-away, accessible, but none of the lanes are marked in here. So what does that mean? In Florida, I know we're in Georgia, but in Florida, that means if they're not marked on the ground, the only thing that the police officer can do is come in and write a warning on it. So if you or I had a business and we had a business and we ran a business like that and had to have these here, we'd have to have them properly marked. Otherwise, code enforcement would come in and actually start citing us for having those things not marked. Now you can see none of the parking lots marked, but the most important one here is in fact the handicap placards or handicap spots here. So when someone comes in, they can clearly see where it's marked at. And if someone wants to park here, maybe Georgia has a law about that where 100% you can come in and start writing, only can write warnings on here. So better late than never, says James Ansel. Would it be funny to see you do audit, make it like a narrate, like you sports a game play-by-play with officers, do and don't acknowledge them. So you mean like this right here? I think we got one coming. We'll do that right now. I'll try to. I'm not good with stuff like that. I don't watch much sports, so we'll ask them about this parking lot here and just see what is going on with it. Okay, so I suck at narrating. There's some really good people that are good with that sports announcer thing right there. So you guys got me. You're going to put me on spot. And this is live too, which sucks really bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they are going back inside. Here we go. 3 steps, 2 steps, 1. They're really close to that metal detector right there. And then they pause. Is that what you guys want to hear? Number 63, throttling on the gas.
Holy cow, this guy is flying. He's gonna run you down.
So maximum mine is $500. There we go. Here we go. We got 3 of them coming in, 4 of them coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus whiz. There we go.
Coming in hot, gentlemen? Yeah, what's going on, man? Oh, we were just checking out the jail while we were here. Just checking out the jail while you're here? Coming in hot. Yes, sir. You guys were rocking and rolling up that road. All three what? Top? What'd you say? Top block? Top block. All three top blocks. So how was that? Hey, how y'all doing?
Very good, thank you.
I'm Deputy Lord Sherry, though. Oh, what's going on? Nothing. We're just checking the place out. Some guards came and asked us how we were doing. Which that's fine. You can't record. But were y'all behind the counter?
Behind the counter now.
I don't recall. I don't know. I was walking around in there. I don't know. Were you behind the counter? You can record. You're fine to record outside and everything. But
Wow.
you cannot walk behind the counter. I may have been. I can't recall. We were talking to the guard while we were by the counter. I may have been by mistake. I'm not sure. Yeah, we were talking to a guard while we were by the counter. Yeah, we were talking to a guard while we were over there. Okay, well, the guard is the one that called us and said y'all were behind the counter. We might have stopped in for a second to look and see what was over there. Okay. I'm not sure. Yeah, but he was right there with us.
Well,
he didn't say nothing to us.
we got everybody back here. We got Officer Wade again, Victoria, Ralston, Tovar, Sergeant Stewart, and this is Tyre.
It's not lining up. No, it's not lining up anymore. So the purpose of this recording is for bats?
We were doing some bats earlier.
We were checking out.
Yeah, that was earlier.
We're from out of town, so we figured we'd swing in and see the jail. Holy cow.
Officer Tyre said to head over to the hospital over there, but we were like, we made the decision not to go over there because.
They got plenty of bats.
But yeah, that's.
Let me ask you this: so there's bats inside the lobby now?
I wasn't in the lobby. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
So. Anyway. Yeah, we just thought after you said that we may kick us out of there and it's private, so we're like, we'll just go around to all the government buildings and check them out and see that. So, hey, what about this parking stuff here? I was like noticing the handicap spots right here are not properly marked where people can come in and do some markings and things like that. Is that something code enforcement can handle or you guys can handle? Yeah, I just didn't. Oh, it's a sheriff property? Okay, that's cool. Anyway. No, we came over here just like the other one. We were doing bats. We saw them flying around earlier, didn't you?
What they're doing is they're talking to us like we're stupid. Yeah, I know.
I didn't think you're stupid. I don't
yes,
make.
You do. You do.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
Or you wouldn't be running this BS story now. That's right.
No, I said we didn't go over to the hospital, so we came over to the other government buildings.
You're not doing anything about bats. Okay?
That's what we were doing back there.
No, you're not. No, you haven't. Do you mean Miss Cleo that knows what your intentions are?
Yeah, he's got that psychic right there.
You're not filming anything about bats.
I can show you on the phone. We had it up. We had it up there. Show the video of it.
You're not filming anything about bats.
Have a good day then.
Well, tell us what we're doing then. I don't know what you're doing. I know you're not filming anything about bats. Well, if you don't know what I'm doing, you don't know what I'm not doing.
I'm sure they've expressed concern. This is a place that houses the inmates.
Yeah.
They said they saw, I think, one of y'all walked towards the fence line.
Well, no, there's a sidewalk right there, and I walked down the sidewalk absolutely because there's nothing that says no trespassing, no unauthorized personnel. I mean, everybody knows due process and signage in order to give the citizen a knowledge that he's going to do something that he's not supposed to do, right?
Everybody knows not to be around a fence and stuff for inmates or houses.
No, sir. That's common sense. No, sir. Let's see what Tovar has to say on this.
Okay, who was the one that passed the glass?
I have no idea. I mean,
You see that front desk right there with the glass? Who's the one that passed that?
the glass
I
doors.
was on both sides. I went into the sheriff's spot right there, and then the lady.
Were you able to read what the door says?
What door?
The one right there you enter. Once you pass that front desk.
No.
Were you able to read what that door says?
There's no door there. It's completely open.
There's a front desk right there. You see that front desk right there?
I understand a front desk.
Okay, did y'all go past that front desk?
Yeah. You have to go to the sheriff, and you have to go to jail information.
Directly back there past that desk right there. You see that front desk?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Directly past there, straight back. Did y'all go past there?
Yes, sir. When I came out of the sheriff's thing there, that gentleman right there was standing back there, and he asked us what we were doing, and we approached the desk from the side. We absolutely did. So we were behind the desk when he asked us to come over.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
realize that's not part of the lobby anymore,
right? Once you pass that.
Then you should have him not tell him to call us over to a place we shouldn't be. Him.
I guess
These
him.
guys.
Those are the guys that work here. I wasn't in there, but those guys that work here.
Okay, so you never
Didn't you
entered.
guys ask us what
I have
we
no
were doing
idea.
while y'all were behind the desk? Okay, all right. Thank you guys, gentlemen. If there's anything else,
So this guy had lunch earlier, but I asked him. He was nice.
Figure out what's going on.
We'll figure it
I
out.
told you what's going on.
There's information behind that desk that it's not for the public.
Sure,
Okay?
great. I didn't see any
And
information
this
back
whole video purpose is okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
But once
absolutely.
you start passing guard lines and stuff that you're not supposed to be in, that's not okay.
But they're saying that guy called him back there.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds-
And the lady in the jail called me
To the side
back
of the
into
desk.
jail.
I don't know. I'm just listening to what was going on. I'm trying to regurgitate that to you.
Behind. The side is behind.
So once
The
again,
guard line- the
these
guard
guys right here with they got very minimal markings right here. Oh, I guess we got something else going on. So we got Rogue Nation, Officer Tyre, we got Sergeant here, Rolex, Rawson, Tovar. Thank you, sir. And his name's not known.
Like this,
Man, I don't see any signs anywhere.
we can agree on
I
that,
have
right?
video of me saying it.
If the guard line is here, if you're the guard line, and this officer tells me to come over to him, and he's
Y'all
behind
call them
you.
behind the desk?
No, not behind the desk, to the side of the desk, which is behind
Which is
the guard
past
line.
the guard line, I guess.
With the little walkways in. And I was behind this, I started to ask them what they doing. When I went to the back, they walked behind the desk, where the monitors are all the way at the door, coming in the building. They was there.
The only thing keeping them from going in is
Right.
The person on
We
lock
got
the
on
door.
camera watching them.
Yeah, like I said, there's no signs over there. that tell us-
what makes you think that's right? Do you realize what the facility is?
Yeah, law enforcement
I've
center.
been over, I've
Okay.
been to over
Do-
700
it's a law
facilities
enforcement.
like this in,
Sure.
in Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, and
But
Georgia.
do you realize what else is in this facility?
Probably-
I absolutely do. There's
Yeah.
a municipal court, there's a jail,
There
there's
is.
a sheriff's office.
Okay.
Now, do you realize that if you have a doorway and there's no trespassing signs, no authorized personnel only signs, that legally you can't say you can't be back there because there's nothing to tell the citizen you can't be back there unless there's a gentleman standing there at the desk saying you can't come back here.
I never
He
said
never said that. He never once told us not to do. Did you ever say that to me? I've got it all on video. We're live streaming.
That's exactly what that is.
We're live streaming.
What he's saying is it's okay to record.
Yeah,
it's
we're-
okay. It's okay to record. We already know what this is. It's okay to record.
What is
But
it?
you know, once you start passing a certain line, a smart person will know when you go through that line, that ain't average.
I'm not that smart.
Yes, you
Apparently,
are.
no, I really am not. If you're saying if it's not
But,
clear,
I mean, but you know you out of jail.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
absolutely.
It's okay to record. It's
Yeah,
public.
sure.
We're totally.
Everything here is public. You
Right,
can record.
right.
But once you go past a certain part, it's what? What time is it? It's late.
I don't know
It's
what
not
time
gonna be
it
like
is.
somebody will post it because they got
The-
inmates they back there watching.
The door should
But
be.
when he was talking to you through the gate, he's talking to you through the mat. He asked you to go to the side of the desk where there's a box on the wall. You said a box on the wall?
Yeah,
That's where
there's
he
a box
talks.
on-
That's where he talks.
So maybe
That was a
No, he
lady.
was out.
That wasn't him.
No, no.
That was a lady.
Well,
That
that's
is
what they did. They talk.
That-
That's
right.
what they do. They
That's the
talk you
person
through.
watching our camera.
Yeah, that's
So-
what
And she's behind the guard line.
Yeah,
that
she's the
box
one
is
that controls.
the box is
that
behind the
front
guard
door.
I'm
line.
not saying behind the guard line. It's on the wall right there.
So what would you think? A reasonable person would probably say that if you're going to have
Behind the guard
he's
line.
losing me. I
a
don't
reasonable person would say if you're going to have something like this that is totally off limits and there's no supervision there, just to go and lock that door. Wouldn't you say to do that? Oh, okay, all right.
But
Oh, there we go.
listen,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
open to the public, but you ain't gonna see no public go way past that guard, that behind the desk.
No, public
It's
has to
open
go
to the
back there.
public because we
Who-
have
who
people.
vi- who visits-
We have people that get drunk and we let them sit in there.
Oh, okay, that's
Well,
nice.
But they don't go
It is
past the
nice.
desk.
But let me ask you, who uses those video visitation monitors? Do you guys come in and
Like if
visit
you
the
got a
inmates?
family member in jail, that's where they go sit at.
Okay, so the public
So
does
the public
go
is
by.
allowed back there.
When supervision.
But if there's nobody there to get
Doing
permission,
business
and
hours,
there's no
you
sign-
shouldn't
be back there.
You shouldn't be
if
back
there's
there.
no sign,
There's a system that we use.
Not tonight though.
It's very similar to this handicap system. It's not clearly marked here that it's handicapped. Yes, sir. What you got, Officer Tyre?
Here you're talking about painted lines on the sidewalk.
Yes.
There's a lot bigger problems in this world to worry about besides painted lines in a parking lot.
If you're a person that is disabled, that's a very big problem for you because I don't know if your Georgia code allows you to write citations if there's no markings on the ground. But in other states, if there's no markings on the ground, you can't do anything with it except for write a warning. So I think Georgia's like that as well.
I've read the law.
Yeah, I don't know if Georgia's like
I've not
that.
read the law. But then again, this is private property.
This is public property.
Well, okay.
It's public. Yeah, it's public.
It's actually private property.
It's actually public.
It's public and private.
It's just straight public.
Come up with a better story than that.
I mean, it's like this. It's like this. Okay. You know, like Walmart. Okay. Do you consider Walmart private or public?
That is quasi-public.
Okay.
This is public. Walmart is quasi-public.
Okay. So you think it's quasi-public?
Yes, it is. 100%. You can be, because you don't have to go there with permission. You can be trespassed from Walmart if they decide that they don't want you there. But if you want to call it totally private, that's like your own home. That's private. Or an open field with a fence around it, that's private. But here, where the general public can generally go without any question, 100% public.
It's irrelevant about anything, really. It's just, you're worried about lines on a parking lot.
Yes, I'm worried about a lot of things. There's little things that I go and check.
Why are you worried about lines on a parking lot when people are out here dying?
Who's dying?
People are dying every day.
Well, I mean,
like that mask hanging off your face is not doing anything to protect you.
you don't have a mask on, period.
That's my risk.
Yes. So I'm
There's
close.
There's a lot of people out here dying, and you're over here talking on your live stream about painted lines in a.
Yeah, I just do little things. I mean, I can't conquer the world. I'm not Superman or anything like that.
There's a lot.
I am a
There's
YouTube
lot-
superstar already.
There's a lot bigger.
I got 16 subscribers.
Than these lines that have faded over time, because you can see
Yes.
them.
Yeah. But if it was my private business and then you came up there and someone made a complaint about it, or code enforcement comes in and they're like, hey, per our code, you got to have these properly marked. So, I mean, you don't.
I don't understand why he's over here live streaming about the painted lines on the sidewalk.
Have you ever-
How it's not right.
Have you ever written a
There's a
ticket?
lot bigger injustices in the world than
Have you ever
painted
written a
lines.
ticket for handicap?
No. Have you ever written a ticket for a tag light?
No.
Never.
The only time I've written it for a tag light is if I took them to jail for something else. I stopped them for the tag light.
So you did stop him for it. So those injustices about a tag light led you to some other offense, which that's great. What is that? 1 in maybe 30, 50? Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but anyway,
you have no idea who's in that car when you stop. Right?
you have no idea who's in the car anywhere when you
I have
stop
no idea
someone.
who you are.
Well, that's it. I don't know any idea who you
What
are.
information you want to find out about us?
I mean, it's
You
pretty
still don't know who you are.
okay. And that's the
I
great.
haven't asked you either.
No, you haven't.
You know why?
You're good.
Because you're not going to tell me anyways.
That's probably right.
I'm still not going to ask you.
That's probably
It's not
right.
my business. I don't care.
You're actually pretty good. I think the people on here are going to like you better than anybody else.
Well, it doesn't matter. But I just can't fathom how you're complaining about the faded painted lines out here in the parking lot. To me,
I just
don't understand why you're wasting time on
There's a
something
lot
like that.
bigger injustice in the world.
Yeah, did you guys hear about that jail that had that lockdown the other day? And
You mean the prison?
The prison.
riot?
I'm sorry,
Where-
prison.
Yeah, where people got stabbed and shot
Yeah.
and everything else.
I wonder why that
We
happened.
all heard about it as it was happening.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Y'all went there and live stream?
No, I didn't live stream
Why?
because I wasn't here. I mean, do you want me to? I can.
That missed good live stream material right there.
No, I don't like seeing people get hurt or die like that. I just go out here and make sure that there's certain things that are in compliance, and
You're
that's
walking
about
around
it.
every day filming people that are dying every day because of this coronavirus.
No, I don't.
Gangs, because of drugs, because of dope.
I don't film people that are dying. You're not dying.
It doesn't matter if I'm dying or not. Everybody's dying.
Yeah, every day we're dying.
Every second you breathe, you're dying.
The minute we're born. That's pretty good.
One day closer to death.
That's
Every
right.
second, every breath you take is one.
But the healthier you are, the better you can be. Like this guy buying McDonald's. Yeah, sometimes.
You don't think I can be going home after working a 12-hour shift and get hit head on by a drunk driver?
You sure can. Because if you're getting off,
That's
it's
how healthy I am, right?
no.
I could die within hours from here. I could die in 20 minutes. From here.
I mean, if we're gonna have that kind of sentiment, I'd rather be optimistic than pessimistic. Because I tell you right now,
How about being realistic?
Thank you guys. Have a good night. You got shots fired or something, I heard. Yeah.
How about being realistic?
I mean, yeah, but you got to take precautions and you have to make yourself.
You only take so many precautions in the world.
But I mean, if you,
We are.
yeah, if you're
I'm just trying to figure out why there's so many other issues in the world that are
little
worse
things
than
because
painted lines.
if I come at you with a big giant thing that says, hey, there might be a guy in here that's a sex offender or something like that, you're gonna be like, yeah, okay.
Probably 20 or 30, maybe 100 of them.
Oh, I'm talking about someone that works here.
I doubt that.
Yeah, see what I mean? Because if I go to those
I
big
don't
things,
work for the sheriff's office.
But if-
I don't know who does.
but if I tell you that, you're not gonna handle it. I try to take little things at a time and say, hey, this is something here. Just like handicap ramps and things like that.
I
So
think a bigger problem would be help people stay off code. Help help these children that are in broken homes because their father is maybe a gang member locked up in a state.
Sure. Besides telling you guys, hey, instead of arresting someone that's someone that's on drugs, why don't you do an intervention and try and get them help? So when they have like cocaine or something like that.
Like this last night.
But you have a one-way ticket. It's go to jail for cocaine, not a drug abuser.
You know what I did last night?
What'd you do?
I got a call. There's somebody overdosed.
Yep.
They have dope in the house.
Yep.
Think I arrested them?
Probably not. I don't know if
You
you
know
did.
what I did do?
I don't know.
I saved their life. I sprayed Narcan at them.
Yes.
Saved their life. They
Thank
woke
you.
up.
That's
They went
awesome.
to the hospital.
That's awesome.
Did I take them to jail? No.
I want to see if he's got any future sports stories for me.
I don't know. So Narcan, that's a pretty good story that you bring up. And you know, the injustices about that. Why is insulin so much versus Narcan?
I don't, man, that's way above my pay grade.
So you have Narcan in your car. Check that just when you get in there. Look that up. Why is insulin cost more than Narcan?
Narcan's extremely expensive.
Yeah, but it's not. But you gave it to someone for totally free to save their life. But someone that needs insulin, guess what? They got to pay out the ass for it every month.
I don't know if insulin's more expensive than Narcan.
I don't know. Let me
Give my
see.
dog insulin. It wasn't very expensive in comparison.
Yeah, I don't
4
know.
milligrams of Narcan is about $270.
Yeah, I mean, for what it costs to have someone that's on insulin with insurance and all that other stuff. But yeah,
Well,
so
you can blame everybody for insurance. There's a lot
No.
of things that cause the raise of insurance.
of course.
There's a lot. Then again, that's above my pay grade.
Sure,
I'm just
but
dumb totally.
Officer Tyra, I would definitely try to be more optimistic than pessimistic and even realistic because
I am realist. I'm a realist, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm just being as a person. There's a
Yeah.
lot more things that we're talking about painted lines.
I mean that's simple. That's a simple one right here. But
If someone's up here and they don't have a handicap tag, yes, I am going to write them a ticket because it's signed and there is lines. They may
Right.
not be great lines.
is Georgia statute like Alabama and Florida's where if the paint's not on the ground they
Paint
can't.
is on the ground. That is enough. Yes, there's a line there.
Oh,
And
okay.
that sign right there alone says you can't park unless you have a handicap tag. It's telling you right there.
Yeah.
You don't want to park in front of that sign, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
matter.
well, I said the Georgia law. I'm sorry, the Alabama law and the Florida law specifically say if it's not clearly marked, then no
It is
citation.
clearly marked right behind you.
No, it has to have.
Hold on.
It has to have this
Hold on a
and
second.
that.
Hold on, let me interject there.
Yeah. He's gonna say go 10-8.
I will know.
Oh,
10-4.
there's a burglary.
No. So basically, I'll get to this and I got to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have stuff to do. Okay. How's I going to say this? I just got sidetracked.
So properly marked.
Okay. All right. Laws are written, right?
Sure.
Laws are written by man.
Yep.
Not everybody understands them.
Yep.
And you can always take a law, and this is why lawyers get paid so much money. They'll take this law and go, okay, well, it's how it's articulated.
Sure.
Like, okay, well, you're parked in a properly marked, in front of a properly marked, no parking sign.
Sure.
For a handicap only sign.
Yep.
I can articulate that all day long. You're not supposed to park in front of that
Yeah,
sign
but
unless you have a handicap. Right?
Florida and Alabama has that specific. It says it has to be properly marked and clearly visible on the ground and the sign.
Well, I don't know about the clearly.
I don't know if Georgia has a statute like it.
I have to. Honestly, I can't remember all the laws. I have to look it up.
Yeah, and articulate's good. You know, probable
But-
cause, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you cite it? A reasonable
A
ground for
reasonable, prudent person.
yeah, reasonable ground for suspicion supported by circumstances sufficiently strong to warrant a
Actually,
cautious
that is
person.
That's not how Georgia puts it.
Georgia, yeah,
Georgia
to warrant a
law
cautious
is
person that he or
13
she is
words,
guilty of the crime that she's accused. Yeah. Anyway,
Basically, it's a confident, prudent person would think.
believe that
basically,
person's
there's
accused of the
probably
crime that
something
they're
going on.
accused. Okay, yeah, that's
So
pretty good.
Pretty
So,
much. I mean, it's all about articulation.
sweet.
That's properly marked.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look it up.
That's properly marked, man.
That's awesome.
So, all right, you have a good night, man. We got criminals to go credit.
Alrighty, we'll see you at the next place.
All right, man. So, come on, guys. Really? I mean,
No, there was
I
bats.
understand what y'all are trying to do. I mean, this kind of stuff's over here all
Hey,
the
and
time.
tell your colleagues, whoever was spouting cop block, that's such an antiquated term.
I don't even know who said
Cop
that.
blockers are the guys that used to stand on the side of the road with like a slow down sign.
Yeah.
Well,
But we're not
All
cop
right.
blocking. We want you to keep doing your job, and we want to keep showing up.
I'm one that's not a hypocrite. So.
Thank you, sir. You've been good. That's Officer Tyra right there. He actually been really cool. You'll see the video.
He has been quite cool.
Now the bats are going to come out of the bag.
Yeah, we're definitely done with that story now.
All right, so that's it.
That guy was so pissed probably when he saw us again.
Yeah. He's like, what's the real deal? Well, you guys seen what's going on here. I'm sorry if I missed anything in chat. I think